Hey, Justina. So what do you think? The 4 agreements deck? I feel excited about the 4 agreements deck today. I think we'll hear a good morning. I think we'll hear a lot of the same stuff repeated, but I think it's messages that we all really know. And if we can learn to practice these 4 agreements, it really changes our life. Welcome everybody who's just joining. Hi everybody who's just joining. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Thanks for being here today. So we are still doing cards. Of course we're doing cards. I wouldn't be me if we weren't doing cards. We always do cards. But I was trained by Don Miguel Ruiz and his family. I particularly love his son Jose, who wrote Walking with the Shamans. So most of you who follow me all the time know that that is where I got a ton of training. But he gifted me these cards and I never use them. I have to tell you, they sit on my bookshelf. They never get used. They're super beautiful. And I thought that that would be a good way to jumpstart our like midweek, right? Wednesdays can be like hard and feel long and like the week is going much longer than we anticipated. Are you guys into it? I feel like maybe I lost connection because my thing is so slow. Hi, welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Everyone's gonna get one of these cards. So I'm just waiting for Brandy to get here and then we'll drop names. Until then, do you guys wanna tell me how you're doing? What's going on, what the weather's like? It's so windy here, you guys can probably hear it, like windy, like my house is shaking. Like I feel like the Wicked Witch of the West is gonna come out or something. I feel like very na 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 na, you know that song? Not very good, but that song. Good morning, everyone. Really, like I feel like my house is gonna fly away. So rainy and gloomy, really. Yeah, it's not, so it's sunny here. We have sun. It's actually been really hot, but the wind. I love the rain too. The rain to me feels really cleansing. I have a thing, you know what though? I grew up in a suburb of San Francisco, so I have a thing about gloom. I like gloom. I love fog. When I was a kid, we would walk through fog and you couldn't see like behind you or in front of you, and it felt so mystic and amazing and spiritual and dense, and I don't know how to explain it, but when I would walk to school as a kid, like young, I loved being in the middle of all that fog. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was my favorite thing in the whole world. In the whole world. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I don't know. But here, okay, so wait, I should say, because I'm such a California, I like rainy days if I don't have to like do anything. Like I don't like to at all be out in the rain. Like being out in the rain, like, is not for me. And in California, no one can drive in the rain, so everything's way. So I only like the rain if I get to like sit in my house and like be chill, right? And like listen to it. I don't like to be out ready. This is how, you know, I'm from California. This one time I went grocery shopping and it was raining and it was awful. I will never do that again. This one time. So it rains so little here that I can be like, I'm not going to shop while it's raining. Right? So awful, so ridiculous, but so true. I'm such a cliche. All right, you guys. I guess, Justina, do you want to start taking names and we can just start going? Do you feel comfortable taking names? Because I don't think Brandy's here. But I'd like to get started because all week I really haven't been able to do anything because of these dogs and it's making me feel some sort of way. I'm literally feeling fairly useless because I adopted this dog and it is taking every bit of my energy, and I keep like saying, I can't work today. I can't do this. I can't do this. Yes. Hi, welcome. All right, you guys, first time doing it. We will bear with you. We believe in you. We know you can do it. You guys tap the screen for Justina. It is her first time taking names. First name, last initial, and then when she's got them all, and be really patient. Try not to say the names over and over again because that does really confuse the girls. Know that they're getting them and they've got them. And for some reason, if you get missed, be kind. Know that that would never be intentional, that we're all doing the best we can. And we want to have a beautiful day and beautiful morning. Hi, you did my cards the other day and brought up my childhood, and honestly, I'm waiting for the honestly. And honestly, hold on, I want to hear what Still Mrs. Hurley says. And honestly, yeah. All right, I'm going to keep going because I'm lagging so bad. And honestly, you didn't think, oh, well, I'm sorry you didn't think much of it. I apologize. You know, sometimes things don't make sense and then they do later. You know, that happens a lot with my clients. And then, you know, I get a call, oh my God, everything you said makes sense now, you know. But I'm sorry. Oh, but wait, yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to start shuffling. I'm going to start going for Annie. You guys keep dropping your names. I'm reading as you do this. Annie, we're doing the 4 agreements today. I was trained by Don Miguel Ruiz and his family. Like I said, I love his son, Jose, so much. These cards are amazing. They're going to feel really repetitive, but it's a really important message and we really need to listen to it. And it's good for all of us. So no, when I pull a card for you, yes, this is something I think that you should focus on. That may be an issue. That's why Spirit's picking it for you, but know that this helps all of us. This helps all of us so much. Okay, here we go. And remember too, you guys, I'm a shadow work reader, so I'm not really that fortune teller girl as much. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Shelly, drop your name for the girls, okay? Because they don't know you. Here we go. So patient, Annie L. Here we go. I'm so glad that it did make sense later. That happens a lot where you don't, you know, it doesn't just correlate. Annie L. Always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. So, you know, do your best and let go, let go. So much of this message is going to be about letting go and acceptance. And so much of how I healed was through this family. And I mean, I can't even explain to you how much they gave me. Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. I think, you know, sometimes that's why I said I am a shadow work reader. I'm always going to work in a way in which you're going to have to access these parts of yourself that you haven't given much access to yet. That's how I read. That's how I always read. I'm not going to romanticize. I'm going to help you to understand. My goal is to make you love yourself so much that negativity falls off. Right? And trust yourself so much that you heal in a way that you feel so divinely protected, and that you learn to love the bits and pieces of yourself that you've been told your whole life you can't love. Diana H. Be impeccable with your word. Seek to know the truth. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on your new truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. I hope that made sense. It made perfect sense to me, but I'm trained. So what that means is that, you know, we make these agreements. Like when we're kids, I don't know, when we're kids, our parents tell us to shut up when they get home from work. Then we have kids and we're exhausted when we get home from work and we're like, shut up. Well, we know that we love those kids more than anything in the whole entire world. And we certainly don't want them to not have a voice or be quiet. Like we have a headache and we're in a bad mood and, you know, it's not personal. Well, we hold on to this agreement we made about something that we were looking through the lens of a 6-year-old that makes no real sense and nobody would want you to believe. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. So hope that makes sense. Pata L. Here we go. Pata L. Be impeccable with your word. Create a beautiful dream. Your word can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. God, I love this, man. I should have done these a long time ago. I swear this is such a beautiful reminder every day. I try to read the book like 3 times a year. And so you guys know, since my fertility struggles, you know, my daughter's 19. So I've been reading this book for over 20 years. And it hits every time. Every time it teaches me something so important that feels like we should know it, but the way he speaks, it's just so magical. Here we go. Nina L. Don't make assumptions. Eliminate gossip. Making assumptions is a setup for suffering because we usually gossip about our assumptions. We make assumptions and believe we are right, then we defend our assumptions and try to make others wrong. This is my hardest. So you guys know, which is interesting. It's probably part of why I'm a tarot reader, but my husband says all the time that I just assume so much bullshit. So that is for me, my hardest. For years and years and years, being impeccable with my word felt impossible because I couldn't message anything positive to myself. I could only talk about the things I didn't have and the things I needed and how sick I was. And I spent a lot of time deep in victim wounds. So these have really helped me, these agreements. It's amazing when if you can't, listen, this also isn't easy. There is a big joke. Jose, his son, says all the time that he told his dad, you think you're so smart. I mean, this isn't hard. I can go do this. And he said he set out to spend the whole day like doing the 4 agreements. And he said he only made it an hour before he, got all butthurt and something happened. And, so don't think that this is easy. This is hard work. This is everyday work. This is something that we do every day. And how you learn to manifest and vibrate higher is by doing this work. You're okay, Justina. You're all by yourself. I know it feels really hard. If I could get the next name, if you have it, I'm going to tag Brandy again. Okay. Brittany C. Oh, thank you. My cousin sends me glasses. She's an ophthalmologist and then I go to the local place and they put the lenses in. Actually, she did these lenses for me and they're so good. They're like super smooth. I just got glasses and had to get bifocals and it was quite a transition. Brittany C. Don't make assumptions. Another one, learn to ask questions. It's always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to a question, you won't have to make assumptions because you'll know the truth. That's a good one. These are great. Do you guys think these are great? Because I think these are great. I probably needed them for a really long time, but I just got them. I mean, I was so busy like dealing with my brain after my strokes. I didn't deal with my eyes. And that was a huge issue because my left took such an impact that my eyes were. So I think I just made them worse not dealing with it. Here we go. Rhonda A. Always do your best. Take action without expecting a reward. Do your best and take action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take an action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action and you can even receive greater rewards than you imagined or thought you deserved. That's a really good one too. These are great messages. Really good messages. How are you guys doing? Is everybody okay? Angela. I'm going to shuffle these one more time, honey. Angela. You're reading this right now? Oh, it's the best book. He trained me and we've spent, I guess, got a course of about 3.5 weeks together. And he is just the whole family is just amazing. Be impeccable with your word, Angela. Enjoy heaven on earth. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Now, they now say in their trainings, make sure, think about be intentional with your word. Be intentional. Like, don't only say things you really mean. So that means if you don't want to do something, it's okay to say, I don't have space for this, or I can't do this, right? But you have to be honest with what is coming out of your mouth. And I'm awake and ready for kiddos, Shelly. It's so good. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Justina, how you doing? You okay? Can you guys tap the screen for Justina? It's her first time being all alone. It's so perfect because we're having a really chill morning. So it could not be better. Like, thank God it's chill. Brandy should be in soon, but I don't know when. Not sure what's going on there, but thank you guys for your patience. I really appreciate it. I'm going to read Shelly really quick. Sorry, I don't want to mess up your list, but Shelly, Charlie comes home in 3 weeks, FYI, so hopefully I'm okay. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I'm going to do Shelly and then Sherry, okay? So cross off Shelly. If you got good morning. She's doing really, really well. Okay, Shelly. Shelly, don't take things personally. Release self-judgment. Even the opinions you have about yourself are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. That is a good one. And then Sherry, right? Sherry. Sherry, we have a lot of don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. Be aware of unconscious assumptions. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. We have agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know exactly how we feel and exactly what we want. That's a good one too. You know what my husband says to me all the time? He goes, you may be psychic, but I'm not. I can't read your mind. Which he's right. And I spent a lot of years just assuming everybody could read my mind or should know how I felt. And like, I didn't need to communicate. Oh, she's here. Hi. Do you feel better now? You feel better? Yeah, you guys tap the screen. Brandy's here. Justina's here. We have got this. Okay, Sarah. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. I love this. God, I'm loving these cards. I hope you guys are loving these cards because I'm just loving these cards. You say that to Coleman? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. How is he? How's he doing? Is he doing well? Can you believe that our little babies, remember how cute they were when they were like dating in middle school? Cecilia. I have a hot one. Always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. And that's what my moon manifestation manuals are about. They're about letting go. So we have a full moon coming up in about, I guess, 7 days. It's the 26th. So if you guys haven't, get your moon manifestation manuals. Let go. Hopefully we can do it together. Something always seems to happen and I can't, but I'm crossing my fingers. Missy, don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinion of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you. It's about them and their belief system. Right? God, see, that hits for me, right? Because, somebody who grows up one way is going to feel a lot different than somebody who grows up another way. First name, last initial. Everybody gets a card. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for being here. Shannon B. Don't make assumptions. Be yourself around others. The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do to ourselves. Mic drop, right? What? Yes, amazing. Amazing. Keep dropping your names, keep being here. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it so much. We love spending our mornings with you. Madeline. Don't take anything personally, Madeline. Embrace your freedom. You gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. So this training is why I say things like, nobody can hex me. Who's going to hex me? It's the training that I did with Don Miguel Ruiz. You gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And if you live without fear, if you love, you will be happy with your life. Live in unconditional love, right? Beautiful. And this is why he was such a gift to me in my training. And I tell everybody, and I've had so much training, but he was such a giant gift. I can't begin to explain. Courtney J. Courtney J. Be impeccable with your word. Release the need to be right. When you believe something, you assume you're right. And you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. Remember, this is the way I say it too. Everybody's looking at things out of their own view, their own lens, and that's the only way in which they can see things. They can't see your movie, right? And you can't see their movie. So a lot of times you just have to agree that you're never going to see things the same way and choose to love them for who they are. Choose to love them for who they are. And hope, the hardest part about living this lifestyle is that a lot of people can't do it back. But you want to choose to love and accept people for exactly who they are in this moment. And with that, like unconditional love, usually comes a ton of growth. Cindy B. Become immune to poison. Don't take anything personally. The whole world can gossip about you. And if you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement, right? So, when you don't take things personally, when you're going through something really bad, it doesn't need to be worse, right? Brandy. Don't make assumptions. Be yourself around others. This is the second one. The biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we feel, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do to ourselves. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to do Justina really quick. Keep dropping your first names, last initial. Thank you guys so much for sharing and being here this morning. It means the world to me. Justina, don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly. When you speak open and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. Keep dropping those names. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. I'm always looking down, so I don't always see them, but I appreciate it. It means the world to me. You guys spent a lot of time looking at me looking down, huh? I was looking, sorry, I didn't know where the rescue dog was. Thanks for being here, everybody. Okay, Michelle S. Michelle S. Don't make assumptions. Be aware of unconscious assumptions. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously most of the time because we have an agreement to communicate this way. We have agreed that it's not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know exactly how we feel. They don't. They don't. You need to tell people how you feel. You need to communicate your needs. You need to work on that throat chakra, which feels a little tight right now. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile from the words that come from love. That's important. That is important. Welcome everybody who's just joining. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing. Everybody gets a card if you drop your first name, last initial. Corey J. Corey J. Be impeccable with your word. Let go of self-judgment and blame. Being impeccable, being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. And that is the biggest thing with being impeccable with your word. We think so much that it's about how we're communicating with others, but it's really about how we're communicating with ourselves. Are the words that are coming out of our mouth honest with the words that are in our head? Are we, what are we saying to ourselves? What's that negative speech and negative self-talk that is creating obstacles in our life and abundance blocks and all kinds of horrible things, relationship blocks, because we believe deep down, because of some horrific agreement we made as a child, that we are not worthy. That's the things, and that's so much of the work I do, and that's what those moon manifestations are about, and that's what working with me looks like, because I was trained by him. Angelina M. Angelina M. Always do your best. Practice makes the master. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habit of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. And here's the other thing. When you always do your best, this is a great one because, and let me tell you, I say this all the time. When you always do your best, nobody can kind of get mad at you because you can say, well, listen, that was my best. And my best, I say this a lot, my best may not be your best, but this is my best. And if my best is not your best, then there's nothing else I can give you, because I know that I tried absolutely as hard as I can. And I put my best into everything. And sometimes when I'm sick, my best is not very good. Like if I'm in a lupus flare, my best is nothing, but it's still my best. It's still my best. I try to put my best intentions in everything I do so that anytime anyone says anything about, that they're disappointed in me, I know that I couldn't have done anything more. Does that make sense? Carolyn T. And that is an important part of my healing, how I communicate with others, how I set boundaries, how I accept myself, because I know I did my best. Right now, if I was being a shady little bitch, then I can't say that, can I? And then I have to be like, I was being a shady little bitch. So, and you know what? Truthfully, when I'm being a shady little bitch, I'm pretty good about saying it. I'm pretty good about being, that wasn't my best. You're right. It's a little disappointing. Carolyn T. Be impeccable with your word. Cultivate faith. To have great faith is to have great power because of your intent. Your will is undivided. When your word isn't disputed by doubt, the power of your word becomes even stronger. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because if you're not going to have your back, who's going to have your back? Nobody, right? In this world, we need to love ourselves so deeply and unconditionally and trust our thoughts. I think so many of us have spent so many years being gaslit. We have no idea which way is up and which way we're thinking. And it's really hard. Susie S. So actually Susie, this woman named Susie, was the one who gave me this book a long time ago, Susie S., for the first time when I was going through my fertility journey. So Susie, don't make assumptions. Communicate with clarity. Communication with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. If all humans would communicate with impeccability of the word, all of our relationships would change. There would be no wars, no violence, no misunderstandings. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? Autoimmune's really tough. I'm very lucky that it was Don Miguel who got me. He sat down with me and he said, I need you to accept. You can just accept who you are and accept that this is who you are. You'll get better. And he was right. Little by little, I just started getting better. As soon as I stopped, that fight or flight, I was constantly trying to fight myself better. And it was not good for me. It just was not. It did not work out how I wanted. Cindy, don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to sadness and drama. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. It's a really chill morning too. I love it when it's really intimate and just a few of us. I feel like those days are really nice. Amanda S. Always do your best. By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. By doing your best, the habit of misusing your word, taking things personally, and making assumptions will become weaker and less frequent with time. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I tell people, I mean, I try to convey how sick I've been. Like, I mean, my daughter will tell you that her whole entire high school, I was pretty much in bed. For 4 years, I was in bed. And then, lupus went to my brain and kidneys. That was a real fun time. And, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot being sick, and people don't really understand. But I'm really gentle with myself and loving with myself, and know that, I'm never letting anyone down, and my best is good enough. And when I'm good, I'm good. And when I'm not, I'm really, really gentle with myself now. Took a long time to not self-loathe. Let me tell you, when I'd go through flares, I would self-loathe like nothing you've ever seen. So it's taken a lot of work. Haley B. Be impeccable with your word. Let go of self-judgment and blame. Being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions. But most importantly, you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. I do this thing where every time I'm feeling like I'm shaming myself, I ask myself what part of me believes that I'm shameful. And I can usually figure out that it's something from my inner child, right? Something ridiculous that as an adult, if I can witness it as an adult, that same situation, I realized that it was some really strange agreement that I made a very long time ago that has nothing to do with me. And I can soothe that inner child and that part of myself that feels that way. Again, that's taken work, but I try really hard to do that anytime I see myself doing that. What is that part? What is that? Because it's not me. It's a part of me. And it needs healing and it needs love, right? Lots of love. And I shine this beautiful white, pink, iridescent light on it that feels like it has magic crystals, and I heal and I hug and I tell that part of me that we're okay. We're okay. We don't believe that. Why would we believe that? Until I can stop believing that. Taylor, don't take anything personally. Be immune to poison. The whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement. Have we caught up? I think we're caught up. Are we caught up? I love that you do that too. So I have been trained with cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm a cognitive behavioral therapy mindfulness coach. Obviously, you all know I've been trained by Dr. Stephen Farmer and Don Miguel Ruiz in shamanism. And then I am now learning, it's called IFS, Internal Family Systems. So I am a tarot card reader. I am, and I'm a good one. And I teach it, and then I do tons of spirituality class. But I also am a life coach. Cindy C, be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile from the words that come with love. Yeah, you guys, just drop your first name. If you were missed, we apologize. Just drop your name. It's so chill today. Don't even worry. We can totally get everybody read. It's not even a thing. It is like, I don't even think we've had 100 views, so I'm not really, it's chill. Allison M, thank you for your patience. Allison M, always do your best. Take your life and enjoy it. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love, and just to be. Take a risk and enjoy your life. That's all that matters. So when I get a card like this, it means that there's some place in your life in which I'm feeling like you're pretty miserable. You're allowed to leave. You're allowed to say, you know what? I don't want to do this. And sometimes we let this fear of the unknown make us stay in situations that we do not feel happy or comfortable in. Leave. Trust when your gut and your soul are screaming at you. That is your guides. That's your intuition. Trust that you need to change. Cameron. Don't make assumptions. Let your life be transformed. When you stop making assumptions, your words becomes impeccable and your life is completely transformed. Magic happens in our life. What you need comes to you easily because spirit moves freely through you. Beautiful. Welcome everybody who's just joining. Drop your first name, last initial. We are happy to spend our mornings with you and love having you guys here. Vanessa F. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, and no rewards. So take action. That is a sign. That's a sign to do it, right? Do it. Oh, I'm glad you guys are liking these. I think they're amazing. I think they're amazing. I have to tell you, I've never used them before today, but I think they're amazing. They were a gift. And I love them. And I was just like, what will I do with these? And then I started doing these lives, and all these cards I never touched, I get to use with you guys every morning. And I love that. Super fun because I just have so many. Lisa M. Don't make assumptions. Discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption. We misunderstand. We take it personally. Then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. Right? Right? Yep. Welcome everybody who's just joining. Thanks for being here. I love spending my mornings with you. When we get to the list, I've been telling you guys forever I would give you a house tour, but you know what the problem with the house tour is? I don't have Wi-Fi in my office. Jolene. I did just get some little thing that's supposed to make it work, so hopefully I get it today. Jolene. Be impeccable with your word. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Beautiful. So you guys, when I get my Wi-Fi thing, can you imagine if I could work in my beautiful office and you guys could only see me in my office every day? Wouldn't that be amazing? It'd be like a dream come true for me. So I'm going to speak that into existence. Looking into getting a mesh network. So I got like that's what I got. I got like a plug-in thing because it can only plug in. So fingers crossed, you guys, most of you work with me and know I have an assistant to help me do anything technical because I can't do any of it. I may have missed the last name. If I missed the last name, can you guys let me know what it is and keep leaving your name. Share if you guys want to get more people on here. It's up to you. If you want to keep it chill, I'm down with that. Whatever you guys want. Whatever makes you guys happy makes me happy. Hey, Stacy. I'm Stacy too. Yvette. Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be all manifested through the word. So for my shaman training, I was told that the first spells were our words. So if we keep saying things like, oh my God, I have so many bills, I'm never going to get ahead. That's the spell. The spell is, we have so many bills, I'm never going to get ahead. Okay, well, here's more bills. You're never going to get ahead. Like that's what's going to happen, right? And if we say things like, I'm so lucky that this money just keeps coming out of nowhere. Money will just come out of nowhere. But you got to do the work and you've got to be intentional with your word and your thoughts. It's not just what you write on a piece of paper. It's what you're saying to yourself and you're, all day. Not V. Don't take anything personally. Relinquish self-impotence. Personal importance or taking things personally is the maximum expression of selfishness because we make the assumption that everything is about me. And that's a tough one. I mean, I think that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But that's when you start to realize that everyone's seeing things through their own lens and they're not really thinking about you at all. Like I have this big thing that I say that I spent my whole teen years thinking everyone in school was thinking about me. And then I was like, no one was thinking about me. They were all just trying to survive too. Very seldom is anyone really thinking about how we feel, except us. Very seldom. They don't care. Grace L, we're just not that important. Be impeccable with your word. Your word is the power that you have to create. It is a gift that comes directly from God. Use those words and those thoughts to create the things that you love and you want. How are we doing, you guys? Winona, good morning, Winona. Be impeccable with your word. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile from the words that come from love. Beautiful, beautiful. I love these. Welcome everybody who's just joined. Thanks for being here. We are doing first name, last initial. I think we're pretty much almost caught up. Elsie, hi Elsie. How's your sister? Always do your best. Take your life and enjoy it. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You are born with the right to be happy, to love, and to share your love, and just to be. Take a risk and enjoy your life. That's all that matters. I love that. Take a risk. I mean, honestly, I feel like that card just screams like, you know, that you feel trapped. If you feel trapped, something's not right. You know, we should never feel that way. Krista S. Krista S. Be impeccable. Oh my God, the one I just, okay, so I'm going to reshuffle because I don't want to read that same one, okay? But I got that same one again. So, Krista, sorry. Here we go. Krista. Be impeccable with your words. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. Direction of truth and love. And for you, for some reason, I'm feeling like you're just having trouble, like you're afraid to speak authentically. And I have to tell you, try. Because you have beautiful, beautiful things to say. You really do. And I don't like that you feel silenced in any way. That makes me sad. Oh, Winona, I can't remember which one I said. I think do you guys remember what I said for Winona? Anybody? Anybody? I think I lost signal. Oh, hi, Elsie. Elsie paid me $10 to ask a question. So, you guys don't remember? Okay, I'm going to do Winona again, and then we're going to get Elsie's question, okay? Winona, do your best. Take action without expecting a reward. Do your best and take action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action, and you can even receive a greater award than you imagined. So for this is a lot like doing the dishes because you wanted to do the dishes, and don't like say, well, you know, I did the dishes, right? You know, like that. Yeah, these are all free. First name, last initial, and everybody gets a card. Do we have, is SLC here? Can you guys tag her to see what her question is? And then I'll do the next one, whoever the next name is, if you guys give it to me while we wait. Should I start over or give a second chance? So I'm going to tell you that you already know the answer to that. You do not start over, because somebody who is, this is about a relationship, right? Is this about a relationship? Hold on. You guys, I'm such a slow typer. This is about a relationship, right? Sorry, you guys. Thanks for being patient. We'll get back to the list. Keep dropping your names. Keep dropping your names. If you haven't already been done. Oh, you're welcome. It is. So here's the thing. There's a lot of anxiety, and I just think right now you need space. I'm not saying that it's like over for good, but right now you need a significant amount of space, because the truth is, I think that you know that you're not going to be able to create the kind of life that you want to create while things are how they are right now, right? And I think that that's something you know. I think that you don't feel stable and you don't feel safe, and you need to reestablish trust. And I don't know. You need some space. You need some space, because right now it could be blocking a beautiful blessing is how I feel. I feel like it could be blocking something more positive from coming in. I feel like there's a soulmate kind of hanging around you, and that you're kind of stuck in this karmic relationship, and so you can't like level up to the healthier one. This feels very karmic and very destructive and very back and forth. And I just don't think that you have the trust you need, or that you can be your authentic self even in this right now. That being said, that doesn't mean that it can't work itself out later, but right now it just feels like a step away is important. And I think you know that. I think that's what you wanted me to say, actually. That's how I feel. Tina L. Don't make assumptions. Assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that the others know what we think, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could you do that? How could you have done that to me? But the truth is that we haven't spoken what our needs are. And if we don't tell people what our needs are, they don't know. They just don't. They have no idea. Thank you. You're sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I think you guys are amazing too. And I love spending my mornings with you. I really, really do. How's Justina doing? Can you guys tap the screen for the moderators for a second? Justina, this is her first time ever taking the names, and she's doing such a good job. Tap that screen. Tell her how much you appreciate her. Yvette. Don't make assumptions. Eliminate gossip. Making assumptions is a setup for suffering, because usually we gossip about our assumption. We make assumptions and believe we are right. Then we defend our assumption and try to make others wrong. And I love this one. I think that this is so, thank you. You're so sweet, Taylor. I hope you're feeling better. Emily L. Don't take anything personally. This one specifically is about self-judgment. Even the opinions we have about ourselves are not necessarily true. Therefore, you don't need to take whatever you hear in your own mind personally. I say that a lot. Like, just because we're thinking something doesn't mean it's true. A lot of the time, it's total bullshit. A lot of the time when we're thinking about things, it's just negative self-talk that does nothing but hurt us, right? So just don't believe those thoughts in your head. They're mean. They're mean a lot of the time. Really mean, really hurtful, really abusive, honestly. The way we speak to ourselves is just horrific. Kathleen. Don't make assumptions. Relinquish the need to change others. Real love is accepting other people the way they are without trying to change them. If we try to change them, this means we don't really like them. It's easier to find someone who is already the way you want him or her to be instead of trying to change a person. And the truth is that people don't change. I will say though, with unconditional love and support, you will see the higher vibrating version of a person. But constantly telling them all the things they're doing wrong will continue to make them very low vibrating, and you're not gonna get anywhere. You know what I mean? And God, we've all done it, haven't we? Oh God, we've all done it. You are so welcome. Stacy, that's my name too. Don't take things personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinions according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you. It's about them and their beliefs. Welcome everybody just joining. Thanks for being here. Rocio, always do your best. Do your best because you want to. You do your best when you are enjoying the action or doing it in a way that will not have negative repercussions for you. You do your best because you want to do it, not because you have to do it, not because you're trying to please the judge, not because you were trying to please other people. River, Sorry. Do things because you want to, not to, don't be looking for, that validation. Try really hard not to look for the validation. You don't need that validation. You're amazing. You don't need someone to tell you how amazing you are. You tell you how amazing you are, right? Hi, welcome. Chelsea. Always do your best. Always do your best, but don't overdo. See, this is important. For my chronically ill people on here, this is for us. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. Everybody tap the screen for this card. It is okay to say no. It is okay to say, my plate is full. Oh God, I wish I could take that on, but I just can't take anything else on right now. It's okay to leave something for tomorrow. It's okay. I think one of the things that we do, especially as women, is think that we have to do everything all the time, and we don't. We do not. I think I just read, Chelsea, that was Chelsea R. This is Chelsea H. Sorry, you guys, I should have been more clear. Be impeccable with your word, Chelsea H. Impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interaction with others, and that action will produce a like reaction. Yes, just leave your first name, last initial. When we speak with loving kindness, it's very difficult for anyone to attack us if we're not defensive. If we speak about our needs, us, I don't ever say you, because I have no control over what you is doing, but I can say, I feel like this isn't an energetic match right now, where I feel like I don't have the space that you need me to hold right now, where I feel like my best isn't your best. These are things I say a lot when I'm in conflict, because I can't be anything other than who I am. And I'm not trying to be. I'm just not. This is who I am. Accept me or you can leave. Anybody, honestly, in my whole life. Amarissa, always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. Letting go of the past is everything. And it's not something that you do once or twice. It's something you do literally every day. Every month with my subscriptions, we work on letting go. That is what my whole thing is about. Let go, release, accept, and love. Oh, thank you. Savannah D. Believe me, I can be dark too. I'm really nice, but there's moments where I'm an Aries moon. I tell everybody that. I try my best, but God, sometimes. Savannah D. Always do your best. Love and nurture your body. Your own body is a manifestation of God. And if you honor your body, everything will change for you. Practice giving love to every part of your body. This will plant seeds of love in your mind. And when they grow, you will love, honor, and respect your body immensely. So this is something I do now too. Again, Don Miguel taught me this. What I do is when I'm in a flare or I'm feeling shame or guilt or anything about myself, he has me go in and tell my body how much I appreciate it for working so hard, and that I know it's hard, but that I love it for exactly what it is and what it's giving to me. That took years, but I have learned to accept everything, even this crooked thing and bad tongue. Teresa P. Don't make assumptions. Discern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe that that's the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, and then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole giant drama for nothing. Have a lovely day. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, thanks for the flowers. Sorry, I'm always looking down, but thank you. So thoughtful. Angela. Be impeccable with your word. Release the need to be right. When we believe something, you assume you are right, and you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. People don't need to agree with you. That's the other thing. We're all entitled to have completely different. They're just opinions. That's all they are. So if you don't agree with me, that's totally okay. Am I doing the names twice? Is this a different Susie or the same Susie? Susie. Be impeccable with your word. Enjoy heaven on earth. Impeccability of the word can lead to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. Oh, yeah, I think this is, but you know what? The thing about these, though, honestly, is they're good for everybody. I mean, just listening to this is just so good. This is just good. This is just good human knowledge, right? Madeline. Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have opinions according to their own belief system. So whatever you think is about you, it's not. It's about them. It's never about you. It's about them and their belief system. Hi, welcome. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Lauren. Welcome for joining. Thank you for joining, Patricia. It's always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Once you hear the answer to the question, you won't have to make assumptions because you'll know the truth, right? It's amazing if you just speak. But I also want to say, as a healer and as a Reiki person, it's not, I'm sitting here telling you guys, just speak, just ask. If your root chakra is blocked, that's a really hard thing. If your throat chakra is blocked, that's a hard thing to do. If your root chakra is off and you don't feel safe, no part of your system is aligned, right? So, if you're feeling like you're learning these things, but you can't do these things, have a one-on-one with me so that we can work on aligning your chakra system while reading tarot and doing all this fun stuff that I do. But we can work on aligning you so that you feel safer, right? List is done. We did it, guys. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We did it. We never finished the list. Wow, what an easy, nice, chill morning. I'm going to put this away. Thanks, you guys. Can you guys tap the screen for Justina and tell her what an amazing job she did today? Because she really, really, really did an amazing job. Do you guys, anyone want to ask me anything while we're hanging out, or is everybody ready to get on with their job or get on with their day? Get on with their job. You guys, I'm fairly confused today. I'm having a real hard time talking. All right. I'm going to take that as goodbye. Looking for abundance. Let's set up. I hope, did you get a card? Oh no, does anyone? I used to have a pendulum. I gave it to my daughter. I love them actually, but I gave it to my daughter because she's into all this stuff right now. So I should get another one. It's so funny that you asked because I was just looking, I'm like, I kind of want another pendulum thing. Yeah, it's funny that you asked that. If you're looking for abundance, the one who said you were looking for abundance, go check out my really old, you're going to have to, I know I have a lot of content, but get in on, I did a couple spells. I actually did a spell for abundance and healing 3 days ago on here. It's duet, if you look. And then I have another one. Oh, that's funny. I was going to get a tiger's eye one. Is that funny? I was like, I think I'll get tiger's eye, which is so weird because, I always want moonstone. Okay, what's your name, honey? The one, whoever was missed, say your name really fast, or who didn't make it in time, say your names. We're sitting here. Is it safe to do a makeshift pendulum with a strand of hair and a ring? Sure, you can do whatever you want. You can literally do, that's part of what it is. It's so interesting. I was saying in one of the comments on one of the spell ones that, will you guys write down the names of whoever just said names really quick if you can? Hi. That I didn't even know. I've been doing this my whole life, working with herbs and doing candle magic and doing things myself. I had no idea that was witchy. It was just something I felt inclined to do my entire life. So I think you do whatever you want to do with anything you want to do. I think that that's it. I don't think that where can I find information on abundance and healing? I have so many. I have a Rose of Jericho, which is really good for abundance. And if you want to work with me, I do tons of abundance blocking healing. And we do that together through one-on-ones. That's one of the things I do the most. Okay, so Is anyone taking these names, or should I just go down and look at who I missed? Okay, so Princess Pink, I'm going to read this for you right now. Princess Pink, always do your best. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and go against yourself, and it will take you longer to accomplish your goal. So this is important. Our best is different on different days. And if we feel tired and exhausted, it's important to listen to the vessel. Listen and do what you need to do, right? So that was for Princess Pink 808. Hold on. Okay, Sierra, that was for you. Destiny, I hope you're still here. Here we go, Destiny. Here we go. Destiny, be impeccable with your words. Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of the word in the direction of truth and unconditional love. Destiny, we did Sierra, we did. And here's Annie. Be impeccable with your word. Again, replace fear with love. So this is about abundance blocks, a lot of this. So listen. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continuously being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Abundance blocks are usually because of fear messaging that we're saying to ourselves, right? Where we're so fearful of, all the things that could go wrong instead of believing that the universe can divinely support us. Your mind is only fertile from the words that come from love. So you need to make your mind only fertile from the words that come from love. Trust that the universe loves you and has your back and everything's going to work out. That being said, I know that's hard to do if it hasn't in the past. But if you believe in the power of possibility, beautiful things happen. Okay, you guys, I think, Orlando. I hope you're still there, Orlando. Always do your best. Take your life and enjoy it. You are alive, so take your life and enjoy it. You were born with the right to be happy, to be loved, and to share your love, and just to be you. Take a risk and enjoy your life. It's all that matters. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that, E1010820. I love that. I think I got it. Did I get everybody? I'm sorry, Annie. It's gonna, but the thing is, it's important to know we have hard days. We're gonna have hard days. We're gonna have hard years. We're gonna have hard times, right? And it's how we grow through that pain, right? And that's, I'm not trying to sit here and spiritually bypass or be toxically positive, but I do think it's important that we know that we grow through pain and, we learn to be this more authentic with ourselves through the things that we've gone through. You're so welcome. If you want to do a one-on-one with me, we can work on all this stuff, you guys. I'm now doing, I don't know if they're up yet, but I'm doing like $22 email ones. So if you can't afford like a $44 one-on-one or the $75 ones, I now have some email appointments and, those could be fun. I have no idea how that's going to work out. I think I'm going to do like voice memos, but those are something that's worth doing. And don't forget, the Moon Manifestation Manual is really for like $11 for the entire year. Those are really helpful for our abundance blocks and looking into our shadow self and figuring out why we respond and react the way we do. All right, you guys, I guess that's it. I guess we did it. So big hugs, great day. Tap the screen for Justina one more time, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye.